There we go. And we're live. Hey, everybody. I am shooting this video to talk about user intent. So it is what you need to consider when you're contemplating what kind of content to put on your website. If you are starting your website content following best practices like 500 words, use keyword and title, then you are taking the wrong approach, and I'm about to show you why. I had a conversation yesterday with some people that were looking to create some content for their website, and they were asking where to start. So I'm shooting this video for them, shooting this video for you, because user intent is something that is very important that you need to be considering when it comes to what content you're putting on your website. So what do I mean by user intent is that think of what the user is looking for. What kind of information are they looking to find? Because what is the purpose behind their search? And you want to fulfill that because you want them to find your content as what they're looking for. More importantly, you want Google to understand that your content is what they're looking for and guide them there. So some things to consider. First off, Google does not want to send traffic to your website. Google wants to provide the user with what they're looking for. That way, if they provide them with what they're looking for, then you'll come back to Google and you won't go to Bing or Yahoo or all these other locations next time you need to find something. With that in mind, that Google just wants to give you what you're looking for, not necessarily send you to a website, then let's take a look at some quick examples and how search results can be drastically different by the searcher intent. So let me do a little screen share here. All right, and let me open another window because I've got some notes here. Actually took some time to jot down some notes, so I wasn't so scatterbrained. All right, let's go to Google. Let's start with our first question, which is, what time is it? So thinking about a person that is searching for what time is it. Boom, right there. Okay, so they didn't send you to findouttheTime.com. They didn't send you to, I mean, they've got these down here. You know, what time.gov, time.is, timeanddate.com, but they just give the answer right there. Okay, so if it's something quick, something short, what time is it in Japan? Boom, right there. They don't send you to japanstime.com or whatever. All right, now let's take a look at another how to bake chicken thighs. Let's look at the search results here. Very top. 1, preheat oven. 2, place thighs. 3, bake chicken. So with this search right here, the Google's best guess at what you, the searcher, are looking for, you're looking for a recipe, right? So and they're delivering it to you. And then look at the top of the results here. They're all recipes. What do you notice? Images, right? And reviews. So that tells us that Google is favoring, you know, when people are searching for this, which this is most likely a person about to cook some food who wants step-by-step procedures, they're going to give this thing here, which is a featured snippet with the short, you know, bullet point kind of deals, and then they're going to give things with images. All right, so now let's move to the next thing. Children's swing sets. All right, so what does this tell us? This tells us that it's, you know, someone searching for this has high buyer intent, as it's called. They're looking to make a purchase. So what are the search results telling? I mean, the search results are telling us that they're looking to make a purchase because look at this up top here. You know, this is direct links to photos of products with the price, with the reviews, right there at the top. Like, you know, someone who just wants a swing set, I'm going to buy a swing set, I'm going to be done with this in 5 minutes. They're done right there. Then looking at the top results again, you've got your Walmart, you've got your Toys R Us, you've got your Sears. Now, those are obviously going to, be the top of the ranks in a very general high level search like this, because Google has they're very confident in the fact that people looking for swing sets will find swing sets at Walmart or at Toys R Us or at Sears. And then once we get past those big guys there that are obvious, then family living today, best backyard swing sets for kids in 2018. So that seems like, that's the first non like e-commerce, but still, like, here's Home Depot, here's Kmart, here's Overstock, here's Amazon, right? That kind of shows you something right there. Amazon's down here, big box stores are up here, so people probably have a stronger purchase tendency to purchase from a big box store with that kind of thing. All right, so let's go to the next one. Hammock versus tent. Okay, I'll tell you why I did this one in a second. All right, so children's swing set was an obvious buyer intent. Someone was ready to make a purchase, right? Like, they were looking for buy buttons. Hammock versus tent, that's more of a like, I'm doing some research before I make a purchase. So I'm contemplating, I'm looking at my options. Well, then look at this top featured snippet here. Hammock camping, why you should switch from a tent. So this is, tent to hammock. This is going to tell you, looking at this hammock versus tent, it's going to discuss that, whatever you want to call it, argument, debate of whether you should do one or the other. And then coming down here, hammock camping, hammock versus tent, hammocks versus tent. These are all, and then we get some videos down here. Always pay attention when your search term has video popping up, because sometimes you can just jump on YouTube, shoot a video, and then you're good. All right, so then this last quick example is the perfect example to the video thing that I just pointed out. How to tie shoes. So tying shoes, you could read a long text thing on tying shoes, but most likely people just want to see it visually done, right? So here's the featured snippet with the step by step, and then top 3 organic search results. They're all videos. And then you get into WikiHow. They have a rating, even though it's a low rating, it's still ranking high. So high. This is showing you what people are looking for. There's Lifehacker coming in on the first page. All right, so the conversation yesterday was actually the topic of ELD came up, which the long form is electronic logging device. So now let's start our deep dive case study. And if we were going to go for ranking with ELD, what does Google show us about searcher intent to kind of give us an idea of what we need to put on here? So let's look at the first page of Google, the top ranking Google search results. Now, keep in mind, we're starting with ELD, and that, so what is that? That's the most broad search term in this area. Let's see what Google's serving up here. So we've got these paid ads. We've got 3 paid. That tells us something right there. There's money to be made in this search term, because there's 3 people right there willing to pay for it. And that's a very broad search term. So that's not ELD, devices for sale near me or where to buy, yada, yada. That's the most high level search possible. And then there's 3 ads right here. So Verizon, Garmin, and then keeptrucking.com. Well, they're willing to spend money to get in front of people with this search term. Okay. So then top stories. So this is another knowledge panel section where if your search, let's keep in mind now, what's searcher intent? If someone's searching for this, Google's making the assumption that, there's these people making the assumption that you're ready to buy something. Then Electronic Logging Devices, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. All right, so this is a .gov. So this is the government, and this is March 25th, 2018. So that's 2 days ago. And in this, let's go ahead and I don't want to look at every single page, although we might end up doing that. This is the top result, a .gov website, electronic logging devices, implementation, sign up, overview, drivers and carriers, manufacturers, enforcement partners. Now might be a good. We're going to go back to the search results, but let's just quickly look at the format and layout of this page and how well it's done. To be honest with you, nice title tag there. This is the topic. If we hover over here, this is the title of the page: Electronic Logging Devices, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration is going to be a very trusted, especially it's a .gov. So this is, Google having a lot of confidence in the Department of Transportation, that it's not, fraudulent or scammy or whatever. Like, they have a lot of trust there, and that's the whole point. You want to build up trust with Google. So there's a good title. They have images, right? They have buttons, overview. This is easily scannable. See how we can skim this and then figure out where to go. Like drivers and carriers. If you look in the bottom left, if you look down here when I hover over that, look at the URL. It's got drivers and carriers in the URL, manufacturers. This is all underneath that ELDS. Look up here. It's all in that ELDS. So it's organized well is what I'm trying to say. Then we have another title, the ELD rule, and then we've got bullet points. And then we have, this additional information. Point is, this is very well structured for the user to understand what's going on. Therefore, Google has a very good understanding of what's going on. And therefore, it's the top organic rank right there, right? Okay. So moving on, top stories. So it's topical. 2 days ago, 1 day ago, which is, this was March 25th. Okay. So something's topical right now with this going on. Electronic logging device, exemptions, waivers. Okay. This is still on that same .gov, Department of Transportation.gov site. Let's just take a look at this content compared, see how text heavy it is, right? Because one of the questions yesterday was like, how long do you need 500 or 5,000 words? Well, the answer is you got to think about what the user's looking for and satisfy that intent. Okay. So here, there's hardly any text on this page, but there's links, exemptions, and those links are also internal to this .gov. So this is like, gathering that information together for those people. Okay. So then after we look at that, people who also asked, all right, so this is Google like drilling down. So it's like, this is such a broad term. If you could tell us a little bit more about what it is you're looking for, what is ELD, right? So here's like really quick, and that's coming from Verizon Connect. So Verizon Connect has proved to Google that they have done the best job in answering this question. Okay. All right. And then what is a ELD compliant? And then we have ELDfacts.com that has proved to Google they've done. This is a great example too. See how we're reading this information and we're not going to this website? So ELD Facts could be looking at their Google Analytics and being shocked at the lack of traffic. Meanwhile, people are getting their content right here because Google's understands what's on their site and understands people looking for what is a ELD compliant. This is the answer they're looking for. Keep that in mind when you're looking at your website and the traffic there. Okay, let's keep going down. So this is kind of getting into the heart of the question from yesterday. is what what kind of content's out on the first page, because that's the kind of content we need to make first, right? So we'll close these two .govs up top, and then let's just open these and look at them. This is also a really good time to touch on title tags and meta descriptions. So title tags on a web page, your title tag is what comes up here, right? Meta description is this smaller text down here. So think of this as like your email subject line, right? Like you get emails all the time, and when it's like the January newsletter and you don't care about who that's coming from, you don't even open it, or you delete it, or you unsubscribe. So this is your first attempt to grab your users' attention, and then if they're reading that and they're not sure, then this is your second chance to like get them to click through. So consider calls to action. And here, if you've got a local business, put your phone number in there, or put your phone number in here, because then you're advertising inside Google search results. Okay, so let's look at these organic results here. Freight waves, first source for navigating the freight markets. Okay, so I'm going to guess that freightwaves.com has a bunch of content on the topic of freight marketers. So, or markets, excuse me, freight markets. So it would make sense that when they publish this on the 25th, 2 more ELD related bills introduced. Can Congress actually pass them? Okay, so this is like a hot topic because that's 2 days ago. And then here we have our content. This is kind of, this is a news site. You got to consider that when you're going to make an attempt at going after this search term. This is a news site, but notice how this has links in it. Let's look at this link. It's congress.gov, so that's very trusted.gov. Here's another .gov, so it's talking about these bills. Here's another freight waves. So this is internally linking on freight waves. Very smart to internally link on your site. And govtracks.us, Congress bill. Okay. And these are also additional internal links on their website. They have comments. So no surprise that this is ranking as well as it is, because I mean it looks like a real website. It doesn't look scammy. It doesn't look phony, right? All right, let's go to the next. What is ELD? This is Verizon Connect. So this is the page where they snagged that content and put it in summary form right here, right? Because what is an ELD? We come back up here. What is an ELD? Okay, so this is just like, let's look at the interlinking again. Here's Verizon Connect. What is DOT? So DOT certified. And that's, these are topics on the same subject, right? So they're giving Google a whole bunch of evidence like, hey, we're talking about these other related topics related to electronic logging device. So we're on topic here. ELDs connect to fleet management software. So here they're linking to their fleet management software. So this is probably what they really want to sell you, if I had to guess. And then here's the mandate. So just additional internal resources, commercial vehicles. Okay, these are all internal Verizon Connect, but it seems like Verizon Connect has the software, and so they're talking about this topic. So notice that's not a whole lot of text right there, but there is some internal linking to establish that they're on topic. Here we go, another news site. All right, so in these news sites, they might actually be, yeah. All right, here's Freight Waves, Commercial Carrier Journal, and this is Commercial Carrier Journal Digital, I believe. Yeah. So another article here, not too crazy long, but it is May 24th. It is recent. So chances are, if you spin up a new website, you're not going to be viewed as a news site that's cranking out the latest and greatest when you just have one website. Nobody's linking to it. No one's talking to it. Meanwhile, these people have a website where they've been talking about it for however long, and they've got all these comments. So you're talking about, stuff to notice on here. Look at the amount of content. They've got internal linking as well on the subject to dive deeper. Let's go to the next one. And then here is, okay, so Keep Truckin' seems to be an electronic logbook app. So here you go. This is our first like like if you're in the space, you might know keeptruckin.com, but what I'm noticing here is this is not a huge juggernaut like Verizon that has a massive, presence in all kinds of spaces. This is the first like non-news, non-huge brand name thing, but whatever they have convinced Google though that Keep Truckin' is this page is relevant to someone looking for ELD. So let's kind of see why. All right, so they've got a nice title tag here. We can look at the title tag, ELD electronic logbook app. All right, got a little text here, got some bullet points here. And the reason I'm pointing out the bullet points is that's a way to signal to Google, like if you look at all the text here, they are telling Google the weight of the topic. They're saying, these words are more relevant to the overall topic of the website than these, right? These are just regular text. And then these bullets is another way to say, these phrases, these terms are relevant to the overall topic of this website. All right, we come down and, they've got links right here to the Apple Store, itunes.apple.com and Google Play. So Google knows this is an app, this is a product. Keep Truckin', they've got reviews. They've got a buy now button. Google knows it's a buy now. So they know it's an app and it's, they're selling something here. You got screenshots, FAQs. This is just more and more text that's mentioning the keywords, electronic, that's a way to get the keyword in there more times without coming across as keyword stuffing. Explore more features. So these are, these are links to keeptruckin.com, other places. So that's interlinking on the website. And then we have all our footer stuff, privacy and terms. Notice that everybody needs a privacy and terms link on your thing. And then let me point your attention here. These socials are very low and not in your face because Keep Truckin' wants to keep you on the website. You go off here, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, you could be lost by cat videos immediately. So point is you can get on the front page of the results and not be a news site. Let's go to the next site. All right, this is back from April, right? But this is lower, and it seems to be very timely news, so that would make sense why it's lower. It might be time for them to put out a newer post or update this one so that they're shown, because everything else news-wise was in the past like 2 days. Yeah. All right. ELD technology issues continue to plague small business truckers. All right, we've got another, just news article thing. This is way more text than the last one, so maybe that's why it's ranking so high, even though it's dated, just because it might be more in-depth and might convey more information, and people searching for this term have stayed on this longer. Okay. So here we go. We're on another site that is fleetowner.com. I'm guessing fleetowner.com has content all over it that indicates it is content for people that own fleets, and people that own fleets are interested in this ELD mandate, right? So good amount of text here. Yeah, so just another like longer form news. Yeah, May 9th. So that April and May 9th are on the first page because they have, from what I see, they have longer, more in-depth information. All right, let's take a look at some more indicators of things that we could do if we were looking to get on the first page here. This is a good one. ELD, and then let's look at all the drop downs. Exemptions, manufacturers, what is the ELD mandate, ELD devices, ELD rule, mandate date. These are all like Google's attempts at defining more what is the intent of the person searching. Are they looking for the devices? Are they looking for information about the exemptions? Are they looking for the manufacturers? Maybe if you're looking to buy a device, you have a truck, you need a device, then maybe you go LED devices. But if you own a fleet and you're looking for however 50, 100 of these things, then maybe you're looking for manufacturers, right? And then the search results will be completely different on that. So consider like your audience, like who do you want to get in front of? And then it's, pick one of these and then do the same thing that we did for ELD, do it for your specific intent. So let's do quickly. We'll take a quick look at ELD devices, because this would, in my opinion, this is someone who's like, looking to buy one, more buyer intent. If you're looking for an actual device, like you already know about the laws, you've already made your decision, you're looking to solve your pain, right? Okay. So over here, we have all these, shop now, just like the children's swing set. There they are for everybody. Just see the price, click on buy, and your pain is solved. Google has saved the day. You're going to come back to Google next time you're looking for things, right? Then we have these ads. All right. Now we've got different ads, right? We saw the ELD on the high level. It was, Verizon and Garmin, and I think Keep Trucking was that third one. I don't recall. But now that we've got ELD devices, and it's more targeted towards people, looking for a device. Not now Verizon's gonna, duck out of this, because Verizon's selling that software solution for, fleets. That's who they were going for with their ads. So now we've got this GeoForce coming in, Keep Trucking, which we know is a device. Or a free device there. They're selling the software. And then another logbook is coming in. All right. So we've got those paid ads. So obviously there's money in the, my plugin saying it's $8.40 for each one of these clicks. Then we have the 2017 ELD Buyer's Guide. So this is just like our tent versus hammock, that person who's looking for the pros and cons and the head-to-head comparison. There's that. People also ask, this is Google again. So if you were going after this right here, here's something you want to consider. Here are all your top level topics for your page. This is, if you're going to write a piece of content, you would want a page, whatever.com/ELD-devices. And then on that page, talk about ELD devices for pickups. Skip the Best Buy unless you want to write why not to buy devices on Best Buy or Amazon, something like that. But then you've got, OBD2 and I think that was the Federal Association or whatever. You've got Near Me, for owner operators, for sale, for trucks. So this could be like enough. If you did 100 words on each of these, for pickups, Near Me, for owner operators, for sale, for trucks, that's 500 words right there. If you just did 100 words on each one of those could be your subtopics of your page. Let's see some other topic ideas. Buyer's guide, if you want to go that route. And then here are questions right there. You've got your 5 topics, but you've also got this. If any of these are falling into the bucket of your user intent. And then you could go through all these and kind of see, all right, how much text is on there? How many links are on there? How many internal links? Internal link meaning you're linking to your own domain, other pages. External links meaning you're linking off. Do these pages all, share? What's the common trends? And then searches related to these devices. So ELD devices for sale, best ELD device, electronic logging device price. These are all just great topics for your page. We talked about this. Pulling 5 out of here, pull 5 out of there, pull some ideas out of here. These are your long tail, meaning, you're getting more words on there. Let's do for sale. There's for sale Canada, right? So somebody, if you're in Canada and you're selling these things, then this is that you would want to look at this page and see what it is. So let's stop my screen share. Okay. Hope this was informative. Keep in mind your user intent, because Google doesn't care where they send you. They don't care if they send you to an e-commerce site. They don't care if they send you to a news site. They don't care if they send you to Amazon or Best Buy or the whatever.com. They just they want you, the user, to feel like you found what you're looking for. And in the cases where, what time is it? How do I get to some landmark? They're just going to throw the directions up there. They're not going to send you to the website that gives you directions to the Memphis Bridge from Little Rock or whatever you're looking for directions to. So keep that in mind. And this is a really good time to emphasize that you need to make very sure that your most important user on your website is Google. Make sure you're conveying to Google first what it is that's on your website, the content that's on there, and the topics being discussed, so that when someone is looking for you, Google knows to send them to you or to deliver your content to them in the search results. So you can use Google as your homepage, right? And the people that want to deep dive go on through to your site. So thanks for watching. I'm Scott with Drop the Strap Marketing, and you can get a report on how Google search results are impacting your business at dropthestrapmarketing.com. Hope you'll go in there and grab that report, and then just reply to it with any questions you have and talk to me about where to get started with your business. All right.